What's up, guys? It's Chris.
What's up, guys? It's Chris. Thanks for watching another video. Glad to have you back. We're real close to 500 subs now. That's our first goal of the channel. We're like 50 or less subscribers. So please make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, go down, give us a subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. You can be part of our 500 subscriber giveaway. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be wild. I'm going to give something away crazy. It's going to be really fun. And just become part of this community, guys. You know, we're growing. I'm here to help. That's my mission. I want to help you guys. I want to help people save money on their plumbing bills or better understand their plumbing bills. Better understand why their plumber charges them what they charge them. Things like that. So before you pull a toilet, guys, you're going to want to make sure that you have the water off to the toilet, the supply line disconnected, remove the closet bolts as I showed you there. Those closet bolts will be under the bowl caps. So pop the bowl caps up if they're covering the closet bolts. Use a shop vac before you pull the toilet to vacuum the water out of the bowl. Then remove the toilet. And if your toilet's been leaking down into your neighbor's unit for months, this is what it's going to look like. And boy, can you imagine the smell. Oh my goodness. So here I am. I'm going to clean it up with my painter's tool. And just look at that. Good stuff there. Definitely human waste mixed with water just sitting under that toilet there, guys. Pretty nice and yummy looking. So yeah, I mean, if your bathroom smells like raw sewage, you might want to consult a plumber. If you don't have an idea of what it could be, talk to your neighbor. If you've got somebody living down below you, and ask them, hey, is there something, do you see any water damage in your ceiling? Is there anything leaking down there? Do you notice anything, blah, blah, blah? I mean, do some investigation or call a plumber, and a plumber will figure out why your bathroom smells like raw sewage. So pull the wax rings. You can tell by those wax rings this thing's been leaking for a while. Make sure you get those wax rings up, clean up the area real nice and good, disinfect it real well. Pull the closet bolts. You do not want to reuse the old closet bolts, especially once the thing's been leaking. Those closet bolts are rusted out, or they will end up rusting out. I've had closet bolts before where I tighten them down, I set my toilet, and then I go to tighten the toilet down, and the freaking bolt pops off down into the flange just because it was rusted out at the bottom, and I tried to save time by reusing the old bolts. So don't cut corners. That's one thing I've learned in plumbing is do not cut corners. It'll cost you time. It'll maybe save you 1 out of 10 times, and it's going to cost you time 9 out of 10 times. Again, clean up your area real nice. I like to be the guy that, like, when I worked there, your area is cleaner than it was when I got there. You get what you pay for when you use my service. Cleanliness is a big deal in plumbing. I mean, it's what separates us from the animals. This is an upstairs unit, so you're going to use 2 wax rings. I don't care if it's an extra thick wax ring and a regular wax ring, or whatever your combination is, whatever your flavor is. Just use 2, no matter what. You need the height. It's not about the thickness. It's about the height. Especially if the flange is below the tile. If the flange is right there at the tile, you might be able to get away with 1, but I honestly would not risk it, especially if you've got somebody living below you. If it's just your house, whatever, I still wouldn't risk it, but if you're a cheap person, do what you got to do. I would always use 2 wax rings on a second story, and I would always use 2 wax rings on a first story at this point in my career. I do. So there you go. When you put the bolts in, you're going to want to double bolt them. So you bolt and washer the closet bolts to the flange. Don't just leave them hanging there like a lot of goofballs do, or you even use the little plastic things that help them hang there. You want to double bolt them. Bolt and washer to the flange. 2 wax rings. grab your toilet after your area is thoroughly cleaned and disinfected. I like to carry my toilet between my legs. I like to grab it like on both sides, back right behind the bowl. I set the toilet. When you set the toilet, you want to feel it like squish down on that wax, okay? If you have bowl caps, you're going to put the bowl cap, little white piece, base of the bowl cap, and then the washer, and then your nut. If you don't, then just, wash your nut. Tighten it down, rock the toilet back and forth, front to back, make sure it's not rocking, make sure it's solid. The toilet must be solid, guys. Very important for a good seal on a toilet that it sits solid on the tile or wood or whatever it is. And it's easy to fix it if it's not solid. Just get a rubber shim and compensate and cut the shim out afterwards. But you need to make sure that it's sitting solid. Okay, so once you're satisfied that the toilet's sitting solid, you're going to want to go ahead and fire the water back off, flush it a few times, flush some toilet paper down, go downstairs, make sure it's not still leaking into your neighbor's ceiling or your downstairs ceiling. Hopefully you've got that drywall opened up, you're looking at it. You're going to want to have that ceiling remediated. I highly recommend you have it professionally remediated, but that's up to you. Just when you've got sewage in a ceiling, it's a really big deal, guys. So make sure that you have that taken care of at some point. You definitely want to cut that drywall out now, get it out of there, make sure there's no leak still. This is why I don't like caulking toilets, because you could see the water that was trapped under that toilet when I first pulled it. That water would have came out of the base and let those people know, hey, we've got a leak here. We've got to take care of this before it floods downstairs. Thanks so much, guys. Please subscribe, become part of the 500 Club, and then we're on our way to 1,000.